Hi guys, it's Ren here, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to talk about the new Halloween fusion champion, Morrigaine. Morrigaine is the undead faction. You know, it goes with Halloween, undead, definitely. And she is a legendary, of course, support champion, and she is magic affinity. Now, I'm sure by now you've heard her being compared to the great queen of turn meter, Lysandra. So she's kind of like a Lysandra light. She can do some work, especially if you don't have Lysandra in your roster of champions. I don't have Lysandra. So definitely she's somebody that I want to go for. So hopefully I have the resources to do this fusion. It's an old-fashioned fusion in the respect that you're going to have to get a bunch of rares, fuse those into epics, use the epics into Morrigaine. So I think fragment fusions are a lot easier, but we have what we have. Okay, so let's kind of take a look at her. Of course, the design of the champion is flawless. Ray does such a good job with designing these champions. She appears to be underwater right here. The little gold shackles on her wrists, and the hair, the red hair, kind of floating up. I love it. I mean, they're just spectacular at designing champions. She looks fabulous. So let's take a look at what she does. Okay, so her first A1, or her A1, it's not her first A1. She didn't have a bunch of A1s, hopefully. You know, that'd be weird. But anyway, sorry, it's Monday morning, and yeah, it's Monday morning. Hope you guys had a good weekend, by the way. So her A1, Haunt with Hesitation. She attacks one enemy, okay, has a 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Okay. So that can also book up to 50% chance. Decreased speed is always good. Definitely can use that. Could be used in Hydra. Could be used basically anywhere. Yeah, the attacking one enemy, definitely we would like to see an AoE, but you know, she can do some boss work. A2 Shriek of the Banshee. Love that name. Has a 75% chance of stealing all buffs from a target enemy. Also has a 75% chance of placing a True Fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Okay, so definitely could see some use in Hydra with stealing all the buffs from a target enemy. That could definitely, that's, I think of Hydra first for me. Again, I have a mid-game account, and I don't have a lot of champions that really fit well into a Hydra team, and a lot of that is because of the control. I need more control with my champions. So Morrigaine could definitely provide me with that. So, and probably a lot of you guys that are beginner players to mid game. I think so far she's looking good. True Fear, yeah, that's okay. We'll place a 50% decrease accuracy debuff for 2 turns if the target is a boss. Okay, so that's definitely anytime you can do decrease accuracy, that's definitely going to be helpful. A3 Velocimancy. I don't even know if I pronounced that right, so we'll see. Has a 75% chance of decreasing. I like the word though, Velocimancy. Velocimancy? Am I saying it right? Somebody tell me. Has a 75% chance of decreasing the turn meters of all enemies by 20%. Okay, so here's kind of where I think the Lysandra comparisons are coming in. So a 75% chance, that's awesome. Can we book it anymore? So 85. Okay, 85. And then, so it books out to 100. So that's pretty damn good. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. So she decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 20%. So that is some definite control when it comes to, she could possibly be good in Iron Twins, definitely. But I see her as a Hydra champ for me. I really, really do. And I think she could be really beneficial with that. Let's see. Definitely, I guess, let's see, feels the turn meter. Oh, okay, wait a minute. back the truck up. So not only can she book that out to 100 to decrease turn meters, she fills the turn meters of her friends, her allies, by 20% and places a 30% increased speed buff for 2 turns. So again, that's pretty good. She's going to take that speed turn meter away from the enemies and give all her friends some. So yeah, that's where Mini Lysandra is coming in. The Lysandra comparisons definitely are for Velocimancy. That is amazing. And like I have some turn meter champs. I've got the Armiger, I've got Allure, but this is really special because not only does she take it, but she gives it to her team too. So that's yeah, she's worthwhile, definitely, just for that alone, I think. Okay, so she also has She Who Is Death. That's her passive. At the start of each turn, she places a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns on the enemy with the lowest HP. This debuff cannot be removed, transferred, spread, or have its duration increased or decreased. Well, that is great too, because anytime that you can put up a heal reduction, I would even say, on a boss or any sort of enemy, and have it not, there's so many mechanics now that take buffs away, again, that spread them, that make the debuffs that you put up, rather, kind of inconsequential. So anything that can't be removed or blocked or transferred, as they say, is going to be beneficial. Yeah, I think she's just going to be a really good champ, you guys. I mean, I may be completely wrong, but she's looking really, really good for me. And I think a lot of players early to mid game, because most of us do not have Lysandra unless we've got extremely lucky. So Ken's going to go for it. Ken's in game, and he's going to definitely go for it. Yeah, I think this is one that you're not going to want to miss. I think she follows the line of former Halloween champions like Brockus and Frank, or Miss Creative Monster, in that she's going to be very, very worthwhile. Increases ally speed in all battles, her aura, by 19%. So, any speed lead is going to be good, but basically Velocimancy and that passive are really, really good. I think those are what you're going to use her for, and those are going to be the skills that, yeah, she's a strong champ. I think I've heard other people say, oh, I'm not going to need her, whatever, and mostly in-game people. But, for those of us that are still kind of slogging down, making progress, completing our tasks and our missions, she's going to be somebody that I think is going to be very useful. So my recommendation is, if you have the resources, definitely go for her. So hope you guys have a great Monday. And also, before I go, we have a fusion warm-up that has just started today, and it's very easy, as all the fusion warm-ups usually are, but at the end of this one, you still are going to end up with a ancient shard. That's going to be the last, but if you complete the whole fusion warm-up, you get a void shard. So that's a little bit of a prize that we're not used to getting. So just remember every day to farm for artifacts. Basically just play the game, and you're gonna get what you need for the day. So that's a nice surprise on a Monday morning. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.